You're my lady. You're my lady. Got to get you in the groove. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm coming with a little message. But wait a minute. Let me get this right here. Don't think I'm sleeping looking at you. All of them wishing they could have you. And that's the factor. That's that D'Angelo right there. I'm trying to find a man. I'm trying to come with the rain. Cause I want you to know you're my lady. Yeah. You're lady. Yeah. Body back. Body back. You're my little baby. Baby. All right. So listen, I had to get you in the groove for a little bit, but I want to ask you one simple question. Are you living out loud? You know, when I first heard that, I think it was like maybe about 3 years ago, I was at Elisa Nichols' event and she asked the question, are you living out loud? And I thought to myself, I was like, okay, so what the hell does that mean? Am I living out loud? You know, and I had to really think about what it means to live out loud. And it's very important, especially those of you who are seeking higher levels of success, that you live out loud. Now, what does it take for you to live out loud? Living out loud is having the ability to see your dreams turn into reality. Listen, guys, we've been hearing this for far too long about living our best life, turning our dreams into reality, reaching for the stars and far beyond. But are we truly doing those things? I think a lot of times we get so caught up in the logistics that we forget about the most important thing along the way, which is our peace and our happiness. And our peace and our happiness is what's going to move us to achieve those dreams that we want to turn into reality. So again, I'm asking, are you living out loud? Are you doing what it takes for you to reach that level of success? Do you understand your level of success? Do you understand what you want in your life? Do you believe that you can achieve? That's the number one answer. Do you believe that you can achieve? So a couple of days ago, I think it was yesterday maybe, or day before, I did a Facebook Live and I asked, what are you doing to make sure that you're in alignment with your personal vision? And a lot of people inboxed me, well, not a lot of people, about 5 people inboxed me because they were asking what, further steps to live in their purpose. And I always tell people, it is important that you sit down and you write it out so that you can understand what it is that you desire and what it is and how it looks like for you. A lot of times we want these things, but we're saying it off top of our head. So sometimes for an example, you can someone asks you, okay, what is it that you want in life? And then you respond back with, I just want to be happy. Well, it's more to that happiness. It's more to just wanting to be happy. What does happiness look like for you? What are you doing to achieve that happiness? So it's important, again, that you live out loud and you do whatever it takes for you to live out loud. Living out loud requires that you have that intimate conversation with yourself. Living out loud requires that you believe in yourself when no one else believes in you. Living out loud means that you don't have physically what you want right now to achieve a particular dream, but you have the vision and you know what you want. That's living out loud. And I want to encourage you today to live out loud. Whatever it is, I tell people all the time, trust me, it works. Whatever it is that you are seeking, whatever it is that you are desiring, it is for you. You can have any and everything that you want. You can have any and everything that you desire. You can have any and everything that you believe in. All you must do is get into alignment with yourself. We are the ones that's stopping ourselves. And there will be adversary along the way. There will be trials. Hey, Nikki, there will be trials and tribulations along the way. That's life. You may have a particular plan for something, right? You may make a plan for something and it doesn't work. It falls through. But guess what? That's life. You have to continue to live out loud. I did a post earlier today where I was speaking about when I first initially started this entrepreneur life. I did not have the idea. I didn't know where to begin. You know, I thought it was just a Facebook, not a Facebook, a website, a logo, and that was it. I was going to somehow turn into this overnight sensation. And that was back in 2013. And hell, it did not work out that way. So I had to understand and get really crystal clear about what it is that I desire. And it's damn near 2020. It took all of that time for me to understand what it takes. And listen, you are not alone. I know many of you, and it's not all about entrepreneurship, but I know there are some of you that desire things, that want things. You want to be maybe financially free. You want to live a good life. Hey, LaTanya, you want to do X, Y, and Z, whatever that looks like for you, but you feel that is so far-fetched. I've been there. Okay, I've been in different phases, and success comes in different phases. I was at one point where I felt that nobody was supporting me, right? That was a particular phase that I had to get out of. That was a mindset that was holding and keeping me back, wasting time, waiting on other people. That is a mindset that we must let go of in order to reach our particular level of success. There are so many different things out there for us, but we have to get in agreement and in alignment with ourselves, trust ourselves, and believe in ourselves. And guess what? It's not always going to feel good. It's not always going to look pretty. You're not always going to be 100% sure. You're not going to know what's next. You're not going to know what to do. You're just not going to know a damn thing. But if you stay the course and live out loud and believe in yourself and work on yourself internally, you have to work on yourself internally. That is the key, y'all. I'm not talking about losing weight or none of that shit. I'm talking about believing in yourself and making sure that your mindset is in alignment with your heart. Many of our dreams, our goals, our vision, our passion, our purpose is centered right here in the middle of our heart. But because our mind is not in alignment with whatever it is that we desire, it's just sitting here. It's just sitting here in our heart. But again, get in alignment. You can do whatever it is you desire. I didn't believe that. I used to hear people say that all the time. Hold on, y'all. I'm sitting on my bed at home. I got to stretch my leg. Oh, hey, Jesse. And so, one time I would hear people say that. I would watch those YouTube videos with motivation and listen to different podcasts with motivation, listen to different sermons. And I would be sitting there and I'd be like, man, why can't I have this? And that was back in 2013. I worked so hard to be where I'm at today. But again, the most important thing that I've done for myself is changing my mindset and believing that I can have it, seeing that I can have it before I actually possess it. And that is the key to success. You got to believe in your greatness. You don't need a damn soul on this earth to get in alignment with you. If you get in alignment with you, if you believe in your own greatness, if you start being your own hype man, if you start agreeing with your own self, if you start seeing whatever it is that you desire, it will turn into your reality. But it all begins with you and mindset. It's all about living out loud and not caring what anybody say, not caring what anybody believe, not waiting on anyone's validation. It's all about you living out loud. And in order for you to reach your level of success, you must get in alignment and live out loud. People are not going to like when you live out loud. People are going to bring up your past when you live out loud. People are going to question you living out loud. And guess what? That's their problem. That's their concern. Your focus is on yourself. You got, it's funny because when we were younger, especially me, I would say something and my mom would say, worry about yourself. And that was key ever since then. And then we get older and we get lost in all kind of other bullshit. We get lost in other people's worries. We get lost in other people's validation. We get lost in world instead of keeping the focus on ourselves. I lost myself. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. I have lost myself more than I can count. But I realized in 2020 that it is solely my responsibility to make myself happy. I was looking for other people to make me happy. For years, I waited for other people to make me happy. And now I realize that responsibility was for me. And if it's for me, I'm quite sure that same responsibility is for you. It's your responsibility to live your best life. It's your responsibility to believe in your goals, in your dreams, and your vision, and your purpose. It's your responsibility. Nobody is going to be a better hype man for you but you. Nobody is going to believe in your dreams better than you. Nobody is going to cheer you on better than you. I encourage you right now to be a better friend to yourself. Be your own BFF. Have those conversations with yourself. It is okay to talk to your damn self. I don't know where that came about, that speaking to yourself is crazy. You are your own best friend. You are the only person that truly, truly understands you and what you want out of life. You are that only person. You are your best. Listen, you are the best person on your team. I can't stress that enough. Self-love is not taught to many of us. Self-love is not taught to many of us. Self-love is not even mentioned to many of us. We are taught to take care of our families, take care of our loved ones and friends, whatever. But it is important to have self-love for yourself. Because when you love something, when you truly, truly love something, you do whatever it takes. You'll do whatever it takes by any means necessary to protect that person, to make sure that person have everything that they need. And that's what you need right now. You got to give yourself grace. Stop beating yourself up. I've done it. Stop beating yourself up. It doesn't help you. Stop beating yourself up and give yourself grace. You are exactly where you need to be. Even if it's by mistake, even if it's by poor decision, you are exactly where you need to be. And once you can get an understanding about you being exactly where you need to be, trust me, you won't have to worry about anything else. Everything will fall into alignment. But first, you got to believe. You got to believe in yourself. That's the key. And you got to love on yourself. It is important that you love on yourself. Nikki, that is so true. Our culture, especially as African Americans, we are taught to take care of everyone else, and whatever is left, that's what we take from. Take care of everybody else. Take care of everyone else. And whatever is left, that's what we're supposed to keep for ourselves. We're supposed to just make do with that. I've done it. I wasn't taught that. I seen it, but I wasn't necessarily taught that. My mom really, really did taught us the importance of self-love, but I lost it along the way. I lost my self-identity along the way. So again, I encourage you to make sure that you are putting yourself first and not pouring from an empty vessel. We can always encourage other people that's in our circle. We can encourage other people to do X, Y, and Z. And then when it comes to us, we just accept the leftovers. And I don't want leftovers. And I hope that you don't want leftovers anymore. I hope that you are exhausted, because I was exhausted for a very, very, very long time. Years I've been exhausted. And now I learned how to love on myself the right way. I've learned how to put myself first. Hell, I'd be sitting in here in this house smiling and laughing with myself. One time I would wait for other people to brighten up my day. So I encourage you to be your own lover. I encourage you to do whatever makes you feel good. I encourage you to put yourself first. I encourage you to be the person that you aspire to be. I encourage you to reach those dreams and goals. I encourage you to live your best life, no matter what it looks like right now in the world. I encourage you to be the best version of yourself. And I want to leave you with this. Listen to some damn good music in the meantime. Make sure you're listening to some good music. Whatever twinkles your toes, whatever makes you feel good, make sure it's good.